Ever been in a new car and wonder what all those beeps, chimes, and little steering wheel nudges are all about? Yeah, you've probably heard the term ADAS thrown around, but what does it actually mean? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on these advanced driver assistance systems and really get to know your car's smart co-pilot.
Okay, so here's the game plan for our little tour. We're going to kick things off with the basics, what ADAS even is. Then we'll get into the different levels, which is super important. From there, we'll look at the actual safety features, the real lifesavers. Then check out some everyday cars with this tech, and we'll wrap it all up with a really interesting question about Tesla. Sound good? Let's jump in.
All right, first things first, let's get a handle on this whole ADAS thing. What exactly is this technology that's basically become a guardian angel on our shoulder when we're driving? So, at its absolute core, ADAS is just what the name says, is a system built to assist you, the driver. It's not there to take over. Think of it more like a high-tech safety net. Its whole job is to help cut down on simple human mistakes, hopefully prevent an accident, and let's be honest, just make a stressful traffic jam a little more bearable.
Now this is where it gets really cool. How does the car actually know what's going on? Well, it's like we've given the car its own set of super senses. You've got cameras acting as its eyes, radar and sensors judging distance and movement way faster than we can. And all that information gets crunched by a powerful computer brain, the ECU, which uses AI to make these split-second calls.
But here's the thing, and this is probably the most important part to get. Not all ADAS is the same. The amount of help your car gives you is broken down into different levels. So let's talk about the two most common ones you'll actually find in showrooms today.
And this slide lays it out perfectly. The easiest way to think about it is like this. Level 1 can help you with either steering or your speed, but not both at once. Level 2, on the other hand, can help with both steering and your speed at the same time. But, and this is the big one, for both Level 1 and Level 2, you, the human, are 100% in charge. You have to be paying attention and ready to take over in an instant.
Okay, so now that we know the levels, let's look at how that tech turns into real features. You know, the stuff that's actually working behind the scenes to keep you out of trouble. These are the lifesavers. First up, automatic emergency braking, or AEB. This is like having an invisible foot floating over your brake pedal 24/7. It's constantly scanning the road, and if it thinks you're about to hit something and you're not reacting to the warning beeps, it will slam on the brakes for you. It can be the difference between a close call and a serious crash.
Next, we've got Lane Keep Assist, or LKA. This one's your best friend on a long, boring highway trip. It uses a camera to literally watch the painted lines on the road. If you start to drift out of your lane without signaling, maybe you glanced at your phone for a second, it gives you a gentle little nudge on the steering wheel to guide you right back into the center.
And then there's adaptive cruise control. I like to call this Cruise Control 2.0. You set your speed just like old-school cruise control, but this system uses radar to watch the car in front of you. It'll automatically slow down to keep a safe distance, even come to a full stop in traffic, and then speed back up when things clear. It seriously takes all the stress out of a highway commute. All right, so beyond those big safety nets, ADAS is also full of features that are just, well, they're just smart. They're designed to make you a more aware driver and make getting from A to B just a little bit easier.
Blind spot monitoring is a classic example. It uses little radar sensors to watch those areas that are impossible to see in your mirrors. If a car is hanging out in your blind spot, a little light just pops on in your side mirror. It's so simple, but it can absolutely prevent you from making a really dangerous lane change.
Oh yeah, and we all know this one, rear parking assist. Those little sensors on your bumper are your personal guide when you're backing up. They start beeping, and the beeps get faster and more frantic the closer you get to that pole you didn't see. It really takes the anxiety out of tight parking spaces.
And this one's just brilliant. Traffic sign recognition. The car has a camera that is literally reading the road signs as you pass them. It'll then flash the current speed limit right there on your dashboard. So helpful, especially when you're driving somewhere you've never been before. So, look, this isn't some futuristic science fiction stuff. This technology is on the road right now, in cars you probably see every single day. So let's bring this back down to earth and look at some popular cars on Indian roads and see what kind of ADAS they're running.
As you can see right here, this tech is getting pretty common. You've got heavy hitters like the Mahindra XUV 700 and the Tata Safari offering those really comprehensive Level 2 systems. But you've also got hugely popular cars like the Kia Sonet and Hyundai Creta bringing in those key Level 1 assists. It just goes to show you this safety tech is becoming way more accessible for everyone.
And that brings us to our final stop. It's a question that really tests if we've been paying attention, and it's about the one company everyone thinks of when they hear the words self-driving.
Right? I mean, we've all seen the videos. A Tesla on the highway, autopilot engaged, seemingly driving all by itself. It looks way more advanced than anything else. So why, after all that, is it officially just a level 2 system, basically in the same category as that Tata Safari we just saw?
Well, the answer pulls us right back to the golden rule we talked about earlier, driver responsibility. It doesn't matter how smart it seems, Tesla's Autopilot requires you to be alert, hands on the wheel, ready to take over instantly. It simply cannot handle every single driving situation on its own. And, most importantly, the person behind the wheel is always legally responsible, and that's why it's a level 2 system, through and through. It's the perfect reminder that no matter how smart our cars get, for the foreseeable future, you are still the pilot.